Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a couple of cool teams you can use for this faction assault in the depths of sin. Now, if you don't have your horde level at 100 or above, you're not going to have a potion of enchantment. So you can get one from here for a mere 30 gems, enchant all allies at the start of battle. But bear in mind, if you do have your horde level at level 100 or more in the depths of sin, you will already have a potion of enchantment stored, so no need to actually buy one from here. But if you intend to open a few tiers or go a bit further, like you fancy this weapon here, then obviously you have to buy them in order anyway. Yeah, Sin is the faction weapon at tier 4. It's actually pretty good. Pull an enemy and myself to the front, create 6 skulls and 8 more if my life is higher. That's obviously far more reliable on the skull connections and the chances of getting a hit if your life is higher, so you generate 14 skulls. Still better if the first couple of troops are entangled as well, makes it nice and safe. But it is a good weapon. It's a weapon that actually comes out to play now and again. Not like a lot of these weapons, you get them, you store them, you never use them again. This is one that does actually come out now and again, so that is a good thing in itself. Right, now onto the team itself. Now it's red. It's a red one. I know what everyone's thinking, but I'll only show this once and I'll jump forward to a different team because blinking Tesla, she keeps on stealing the limelight literally all the time. Let's just pop in this team here. Right there, bingo bango. So I'll only show this one time because it's so straightforward, it's crazy. Shield of Erskaya, Tesla, Clockwork Sphinx. If you don't have 2 Teslas, pop in a second Clockwork Sphinx. Clockwork Sphinx destroys all gems of a chosen colour, gives all allies magic +2 armour, boosted by gems destroyed. So typically you're going to use that to either charge up the shield if you haven't charged it up yet, or you're going to use it to charge up Tesla. So yeah, destroy gems of the chosen colour to match them up and give your troops the mana they need. And the shield gives an ally magic +1 armour, boosted by all enemy attack, then enrage and barrier them. You're typically going to cast this on one of your Teslas, and the reason is, especially if you have this upgraded, one of the upgrades for it is shielding, which is a barrier myself. Now, getting a barrier is also part of the spell, so by casting this on somebody else, you effectively get 2 shields for the price of 1, which is really cool. And that buffs up the armour, which increases Tesla's damage. She does a very low amount of true scatter damage at first, but it is then boosted by all ally and enemy armour. So it scales with the enemy. The more powerful the enemy is, the harder she hits, and she just fries them more and more and more. And it's crazy. Even on the hardest levels, level 500, it's an absolute piece of cake with her. She's absolutely fantastic. That's why I cannot not just show this team again, because it is, for me, for non-mythic, it is simply the best way to go. Really, really cool. So I'll just show this ever so briefly. The banner for this is going to be the gate banner. +2 brown, +1 red, -1 yellow. That is to get the shield boosted up, because this is more relevant on the faction itself, on the harder levels. Once you get the shield powered up, you can get that increase in power and go nuts with Tesla. Geomancer class, really good for this. Important to keep our armour as high as possible, or protected as much as possible. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Start with 50% mana, gets things done in a hurry. Impact is really good. Inflict stun when enemies deal skull damage to me. Collect a brown if you've got a shield or a barrier and the enemy gets a skull match. It's not going to do you any damage. You'll see your armour is still going to be high, and it's going to take away their traits at the same time. Really cool. Anti-magic sphere, mana source, rock solid. Oh, we don't need that one technically, because we've already got it with Geomancer. So might as well go gain 3 magic at the start of battle. Rock solid, stone mastery, and a fortitude. Really, really cool. Right, let's just show this one time, because it's going to be so easy, it's just ludicrous. All you can do with this team is just charge up Tesla and just go for it. She's like, ready already. Ready already, Eddie. She does that boost plus 349. That is mostly based on my player level right now. You can put on Medals of Guard to increase the armor of your team, which is going to increase the power of Tesla. All you're going to do different on the other levels is basically charge up the Shield of Erskaya and all the Clockwork Sphinx first, cast them, and then Tesla will be overpowered and cast both Teslas back to back, and most of the time that is going to get the job done, even on level 500 in the faction itself. So let's show this team one time in the Delve, level 500. Again, let's just chuck in this team quick. There we go, same one. To battle. So I'll show you the stats on my Tesla at first. So right now we've got a boosted plus 702, and I haven't done anything different at all. That massive increase is simply because the AI's stats have got higher. So therefore we've got a boost in what Tesla does. Really, really cool. So right now the boost is 702. So we're going to get Tesla and the Clockwork Sphinx charged up. There you go. So the shield is ready. So here we go. The boost is plus 319. We'll cast that on our Tesla. Get 2 barriers for the price of 1, like I said earlier. We've now gone up to the boost is 835. If you want even more, we can do this. We can cast this on brown if we like to just get the shield ready again if you need it. But now, because we've gained even more armor, the boost is 934. That's on my second cast look. It was massive, massive overkill. Still got that boost of 934, and the enemy's got like 50, 48, 78, 72. Like, what's that? 150, 200. 250, 248, something like that is what they got left. So you don't have to have stats anywhere near mine to be able to pull this off in exactly the same way. For the second team, this is a really, really fun team you can use if you have Zuul Goth. It's my CenturaZuul team. You can use it for Red Day on Guild Wars as well. Created this for use on Red Day and Guild Wars, and it works fantastically well in most fights. Mega, mega effective. Centurion has a 10% chance to devour a random enemy, plus 10% for each wildcard, then convert all skulls to ×2 wildcards. When it does that, there's a very high chance it's going to charge up Zuul Goth, who can just kill an enemy outright, then burns and freezes all remaining enemies, then creates about 12 skulls. If that charges up Centurion again, because of all those wildcards before, which it does, then Zuul leaves skulls behind, which then Centurion can change to ×2 wildcards and repeat the process. A really cool team. And we can look for a fast start with this with Gimlet. Starts battles with full mana. Transforms all green gems to brown, because getting Centurion going early is part of the key to this. Enrage and give magic +1 life to the first ally, making them hit harder with the skulls when they match, as well as give them more life. Pretty handy. Fist of Heaven, good for this. Red as well, uses a red mana colour, so again viable for Red Day on Guild Wars. Explodes magic +1 yellow gems, gives a random status effect to divine allies, and has a summon. But one of the main things about that is it's got a summon, which is basically really handy just in case things somehow transpire against you and you don't get your Centurion going quick enough and he dies. Doesn't happen often, but yeah. Elementalist, good for this. No rush to get the weapon going, because this is all about Centurion, so we're not worried about a 50% start or anything like that. So you can go with Elementalist, stun, freeze, burn, and entangle a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. We can go with stuff like Snap Freeze while being immune to frozen ourselves. All brown allies gain 3 armor. All blue allies gain 4 life. Gain a barrier when matching brown gems, which we do when charging up Centurion. Extra brown to get Centurion charged up nice and quick, and Fortitude. Really cool. Let's show how this one works. The banner for this, let's just show the banner. +2 brown, +1 red, -1 yellow. Don't really care about the fact that Gimlet uses yellow. It's all about getting Centurion ready at the start. Alright, let's dive into this. Level 500, let's show how this works. It's absolutely awesome when it starts flowing properly. Oh, we did have a nice green to brown there, but it got stolen from us at the last moment. But as long as your Centurion again gets charged up quickly, all you're looking for is any skulls that match into a 4-match like this, because it really can't fail. There you go, Zuul's up right away. You can kill anybody you like, pick on the most dangerous opponent. Cast that again. Zuul's up again. Kill someone else. We're getting these 4 matches, remember, from Elementalist class, and again, and dead. And that is it. Mega cool, mega straightforward. One of those combos match made in heaven. Centurion and Zuul Goth. Look out for any brown to green at the beginning. Not always going to get it. If not, then you're just going to match brown up regularly. We'll take that one there, and we'll take that one there. What you're looking for in the skulls is anything that basically aligns into 4, or at least a whole bunch of 3s. Like that's going to be absolutely perfect for our Zuul Goth. So we cast Centurion. Take someone out. Who do we want to get rid of? Let's get rid of the Keeper of Souls. That leaves behind skulls. Most of the time they're going to leave them in a way that you get alignment again. Get masses of mana with those wild cards. Our Centurion just got hanging there a teeny while longer. But when the skulls are gone, you can look for something else. You can explode stuff like this. You can get a match like this. That's charged up Zuul again. And the job is pretty much done. Have we got alignment? Nothing spectacular, so we can cast Fist of Heaven. Mess up the board a bit. Now we can go for it. And kill. That was actually a slow version. Normally it flows happily and easily. Right, so looking for green to brown, but there's nothing going on there, so we grab some red instead. And again. As long as you got some skulls that are going to make a 4-match somewhere, it's always worth casting Centurion. Wasn't in our favoured colours though, but we've still got Zuul charged up, so happy days. Get rid of them. Still need to get Centurion charged up again, so this one's slowed down ever so slightly, so we cast Fist of Heaven. Now we have got alignment. We've got this one here. Don't need to look for anything else. It's actually all over the place. Got these as well. Zuul's up. He's going to create the skulls, which means Centurion can do it again. And really straightforward, easy wins. Lovely jubbly. And that is it. And that was level 500. As simple as that. But there it is. There's a couple of teams there. I know the first one was Tesla again, but my job is to show the most bestest, easiest teams to use for these things, and Tesla is always the way on red or blue factions, if you haven't got any mythics. But there it is. There's the video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you bashed that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.